You did it! Wonderful! I don't think I need to hear the details of that meeting. What matters is that it's all behind us now. I'm deeply grateful. Here's a reward for your efforts. I'll soon begin my more extensive research on the brain centers of all 4 subjects. Oh, and one more thing. You've proven yourself trustworthy, so you'll find a few special items in my shop now. Perhaps something will catch your interest? You've already done so much. That said, there's one more thing. The Guild has been trying to get in touch with Dolph Jonquier for a while now. He went missing somewhere in the Forlorn Swords. All I know is that he was supposed to be conducting research in the territory of the Sven tribe. I appreciate it. Don't worry. He's one of the senior members of the Guild, although I didn't see him much. He spent most of his time working in the field. What's concerning is that he went to the Forlorn Swords alone. He's not familiar. Hope you'll find something useful for yourself. Hope you'll find something.
Oi, you. Good to see you, stranger. Not me. A weird night hit, and I ran out of cobweb. I'm Kedrun of the Volca tribe, by the way. And you're clear. Just don't tell me you're a Camelotian spy. I'll fight you if I have to, but I prefer to get my strength back. We've got one of those all right. His famous crown. They say he gave it to our ancestors as a sign of gratitude. The crown was used to command giants, and only Arthur could wear it. By giving it to us, he sent a message. Behave, or I'll... A warning, not a gift. Don't let... But since you're already here, and I need some time to pull myself... And to answer the question you haven't asked yet, yes, there's something in it for you. Like... Oh, you could, but you wouldn't get far. That much. I need you to find Gerfan and inform him of my situation. He's also the one who can grant you safe passage through our lands. Without it, Gerfan is the voice of the tribes, chosen long ago, back when his name carried weight and the leaders still listened. They say Mather herself blessed the runes of his fate. Now, he's just... But I'll give him this. He still believes, still tries to gather the tribes. If you ask me, that won't happen again in 100 years. The tribes are too busy tearing each... There's no future left. Just snow, ice, and the weirdness. Still, you should meet him. From long ago, from back when we still carried the respect of our people, I was a scribe, witness to the choices that shaped the tribes. I was there when tankards slammed in unity, or axes hit the moot. Gerf trusted me, told me things he'd never share in public. But things change. You'll meet plenty of Dalrita out here. A gathering of the Dalrita tribes, called by the voice, used to happen in times of peace or war, whenever, but there hasn't been one in years. Not since the fall of the Gun. So, you're a real wanderer then. And here I thought this was your first time in the forlorn sorts. You've seen a thing or two, and you've met Gerf. That means you've crossed paths. That man, and the capital. How's the old wolf doing? No. Nah, I'll be fine. Just make sure Gerfan knows where I am. Don't keep him waiting. Sure, no need to gossip. Though I'll admit, it was nice talking to someone outside the tribes who isn't some screaming Camelotian scum.
Yes? So, it looks like fate itself decided to push you my way. That has to mean something. If he sent a non-reader in his place, then he knew he was dying, and he chose duty over pride. I won't let that go to waste, and neither will you. Truth is, I'd sent him to do the very same task I've just laid before you. Gather the tribes, call the moot. Now you know how important this is.
With our luck, it couldn't have ended any other way. But the totem, was it with her? If so, we can at least name her successor. Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us? Thank you. Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after a night that refused to end. But this isn't the end of our misfortunes. Elspeth, the girl chosen to be the next matron, took her own life today. Threw herself onto the rocks. Hard to say. It's been a dark time for all of us. But maybe, shame she chose such a dishonor. Shame she did it. Certain, she was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her death. And I refuse to believe that any Volker would kill their own kin. Especially not a matron-to-be. We need a matron. And if she won't name one, I'll have to do it myself. It goes against tradition. But I don't have a choice. Maybe you should check Elspeth's hut. See if she left any notes or hints about who should follow her.
You? What are you doing here? Haven't you done enough? You're the reason Elspeth is dead now. If you hadn't pried into Volker business, she'd still be here. You brought back the matron's totem. We hoped it would stay lost forever. But now the doors are open again and Elspeth's worst fears have come true. No. Frigg had chosen Elspeth's mother as her successor, but then Frigg disappeared and Elspeth's mother fell ill. Everyone feared that even if the totem was found, we'd be left without a matron. On her deathbed, Elspeth's mother named Elspeth as her successor. She never wanted it, but you don't refuse your dying mother, do you? We thought the tribe would eventually move on, find new ways to worship Mather, and leave this madness behind. But then... And bring down the wrath of the entire tribe on us both? After everything that's happened in Volker, do you really think they'd care? They wouldn't care about our plans for the future. Plans that don't involve Elspeth being stuck in the temple forever. To them, this entire tribe is worthless. They all see themselves as Mather's chosen, yet they act like sheep who can't survive without a herd. You don't know? They didn't tell you? Being the matron is torment. When a matron undergoes initiation, it's said she becomes a living vessel. It's like drinking that cursed potion. Your veins burn and your mind... Our matrons spend their days isolated, barely holding back the berserker madness that threatens to consume. They rely on calming herbs, meditation, whatever they can. Elspeth wasn't like that. She wore her heart on her sleeve. She wasn't meant to spend her days alone in a dark room, hovering on... I wanted to. I would have become nameless and lived among the non-reader. But Elspeth, she couldn't. And what about her promises to me? Yeah, me too. Now you see why we don't like outsiders. Here, Elspeth left this letter for you. I found... Take it and go. There's nothing...
by her own hand, rather than serve as matron. How could she do this? We needed her. The tribe cannot survive but find us a matron stranger. Someone willing, someone with strength. Find us a matron stranger. Yes. Have you found the right candidate for our new matron? Of course you'd suggest Helmi. I'm just a bit concerned about her temper. If the moot goes Gurfhawk, still, I'll talk to her. And I remember my promise, there aren't many of us left. But it's time we reclaim our honor. Mother is with us again. And we'll make those Camelot dog, and if they...
It's always a pleasure to see you, fellow outsider. What brings you here today? Oh, now that is exciting. But please, the honor should be yours. You're the one who put in all the hard work, after all. I'll be right behind you.
With our luck, it couldn't have ended any other way. But the Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us? Thank you. Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after a night that ripped. But this isn't the end of our misfortunes. Certain. She was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her. We need a...
You. No. She. You don't know?
It's always...
Dead by road. But fine. Yes. What in the blazes are you talking about now? How? I know the matron's role isn't easy. And Frigg showed us, and it's not like she ever complained. How was I supposed... Aye, that's true. What happened to Elspeth is tragic. But she had years to prepare. Look, these have been hard times for the tribe. They... Yes. Of course you'd suggest Helmi. I'm just a bit concerned about her temper. If the moot goes Gurfhan's way, I'd rather that fire be directed at our enemies. Still, she's always been devoted. Maybe you're right. Maybe she does deserve this after all this time. I'll talk to her. If I can get a word in edgewise, and I remember my promise, I will attend the moot. There aren't many of us left. But it's time. Mother and...
Who dares disturb the silence of the stone? Speak, small one, and tell me why you stand. Honor, a rare gift from the living to the... Show me your strength, your will, and the bonds you have forged with others. Only then will I lend you the might of the summoner. Tryggva, the parasite clinging to the pillar. He twists the old ways for his own greed, a shadow of what the Ulfra once stood for. If you wish to rid the world of his corruption, You must prove you are worthy of my power. Call forth your allies, mortal. The summoner respects not lone strength, but the bonds that carry us forward. Together you will face this trial. Fail, and I shall remain silent forevermore. My summons and stood victorious. Few possess the strength to endure, and fewer still the bonds to overcome. You are worthy of my blessing. Take it, mortal, and carry the strength of the summoner with you. But know this. My power is not a gift. It is a burden. Wield it wisely, for it binds you to those you fight for. Go now. The giant strength is yours to wield, but their expectations are yours to bear. Do not fail.
I sense the presence of a soul. The veil stirs. I awaken. I am the observation construct, set here long ago by my creators. Of them, no trace remains, only silence. Yet you bear the soul mark of a creator. Faint, flickering, but there. Shall I speak what I have seen? Time is not mine to measure. No sun reaches this place. If you seek such knowledge, find the one the creators named Time Construct. Or ask the construct for watching Outlanders. He counts the day. You must choose what I shall speak of. My memory holds much, but not all at once. Would you know of the living that pass through this place? Or the signs carved upon stone? Or the bones and the other still organic matter? So be it. Many come, small lives, clawed and toothsome. They bicker, they fight, they devour. Be wary. None like you have passed this way in many cycles. None who bore such light in the soul. The stone is painted history. The first carved their truths into the walls, signs not bound by the turning of time. I watched as stars marked their days, the gut of the mountain, the giant's eye. The sky bore witness when the primordial fell. The pattern remains for those who know how to follow it, but few now do. One rests still, a skull of the first, cradled on a pedestal, delicate, revered. Perhaps the old tales speak true, that the creators sprang from those ancient ones. But to say more would be beyond my knowing. A greater construct would be needed. I do not know this word. I was woken by the hand of creators, or perhaps by their will. That is enough. I wake to presence. I rest when the world falls silent. The watch is ended, for now. When another soul walks this ground, I shall wake once more. Take this as a memento of our meeting.
Never, until now, seeing it through your eyes. A truly fascinating phenomenon. It only proves how little we understood about the Four Dwellers. Sadly, our encounters with them were limited to the battlefield. We knew they created helpers for themselves, but their use appeared strictly military. We saw creatures that dragged the bodies of fallen Four Dwellers off the battlefield, like great hands retrieving their dead, or living beacons that revealed the location of our camp. But this construct seems even older. It must have been created before we ever arrived. Lands we had to wrest from them, just to survive. We had no time for such speculation. As you know, survival. But now, with the construct's claim that they might have been the fathers of the Four Dwellers, it does give one pause. Who knows? But for
Hello there, and sorry I haven't much time for chatter. I was just about to set off again. I don't like traveling after nightfall. Gods know what slithers in the dark. Weirdness. Now that one's got a cruel appetite, so best keep moving, right? Oh, of course. In all this hurry, I forgot my manners. My name is Fillmore. But do not call me a lady. Though, my father would probably prefer it that way. Some knights aren't too fond of having a woman among them. Why? I suppose I thought it would make me count. People notice a knight. They move aside when you pass. I read that even among the Knights of the Round Table, there were few women. Percival, for example. Oh, what a wonderful life she must have had. Yes, he's a bit, overprotective. Especially, he never made it to the Round Table himself, so he pinned his hopes on my brothers. One ended up as a bodyguard. The other took that left him bitterly disappointed. And, well, he didn't have much belief left in a daughter. Even if I've come much, much farther than they ever... Forlorn swords. But, if you don't mind, I'd rather keep the purpose of my I'd hate to jinx it, having come this far already. The road from Burrow to Connacht wasn't easy, and there's still much ahead. Yes. I heard they're not really friendly to outsiders. But I've no intention of getting in anyone's way. I'll keep to the paths that seem long forgotten. Besides, I'm not exactly searching for something most folk would care about anyway. Thank you. Safe travels, kind wanderer.
You're from outside, aren't you? Silly question. You don't look like anyone from the tribes. Tell me, do you know anything about One Eye? Where he's stationed now? Of course. I'm Olwyn of the Svein tribe, though I don't know if they'll let me keep that name after running away like this. But I don't care. My tribe isn't what it used to be. I doubt anyone's still alive anyway. I don't know if I can talk about it. It's still too raw, you know? Something terrible happened. Truly terrible. Our god, the Lord of the Hunt, he got out of wherever he was being kept. And then he did what gods like him do. He hunted. Faithful or not, it didn't matter. There was so much blood. I'm sorry. I can't talk about it. Even under normal circumstances, that would be risky. Our archers would drop you the moment you stepped on our land. I don't know how many are left, but if I were you, I'd go to Gurfhan first. He can give you a pass, so you can visit the tribes without, well, getting shot. So if you value your life, go to the capital first. After that, wander as much as you like. So, about One Eye. No way! He actually pulled it off. I heard rumours he wanted to strike a deal with the Southerners, but I never thought he'd manage it. Well, thank you for the information, and see you in better times.
It's you. I suppose people aren't wrong when they say it's a small island. What brought you to this cold, godforsaken wasteland? Trying to follow your advice. Be a healer. What? Don't tell me you didn't realize this is the only place I can safely practice any craft without Camelot immediately coming after me. I was removed from the Royal Academy, but the Dalriata don't care. Not about that, at least. They're just not all that Of course, you'd be free to move around the forlorn swords like you were one of the locals. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. But I'd appreciate it. I'm not used to being idle, not having anything, and I truly do want to help. I've wasted enough time already. If you've come to bother me, go ahead. I've got nothing better to do anyway. Of course I did. You think all my knowledge of anatomy and alchemy was self-taught? Oh, trial and error? I'm not sure whether to be flattered or... Though, I didn't spend much time there either. I wasn't lying when I said necromancy is pretty much all I know. No! At least, they never caught me doing that. If they had, they'd have just executed me. I was accused of inappropriately handling corpses, which, I'd like to emphasize, I have never done in my life. Still, considering my life was on the line, that lie was safer than the truth. I miss the crypt. It was much more pleasant.
We have company. That's all you've got?
Did you hear something? You'll regret this.
We're not alone. We're not alone. Your money or your life. We'll make short work of you. Belongs to us now. You're no match for our man. Your road ends here.
Hope you'll find...
I'm not dead yet. I just...
How's Scarron? Got his head to show me? Excellent. I knew you could do it. Now, all I need to do is defeat you and bring your head to the camp. Whoever avenges Scarron takes his place. That's the way of the nameless Darita. Risk? Ha! I'm not risking anything. And I'll finish you off.
So tell...
Until next time.
like you lost your way. Turn back and be on your way. This is the village of the Sven tribe. Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here. Then maybe you'll find something, especially since you have the seal and all. What's the message? Sure, I was just curious. Go on in. The chieftain's hut is the biggest one, right in the middle of the village. You can't miss it.
And who might you be? Are you the messenger of the Stagfather, the one Glirna foretold? If she's right for once, well... Can't you see? I won't speak of it further. See that? He fought bravely, to the very end. It's... Hey, no point wasting breath. What's done? Ah, perhaps that's for the best. The last thing we need is another self-proclaimed prophet causing trouble. As you can see, I've got enough on my plate. I'm Barlam, the chieftain. Welcome to the Svinelands. With a tribe that's just... Let me guess. He wants... Not because I want to. I know the moot is sacred law. And as you can see, not having a tribe is what's holding me back. Can you turn back time? Bring my people back to life? I don't know you. And if Gerfan thinks I'll trust someone from outside the tribes on his word alone, he's But I do have a solution. Find Kjell. If she vouches for you, I'll honor the voice of the tribe's request. And I'll let you help us, if that's even possible. She should be nearby. She'll have a task for you, something to prove you can be trusted. Once that's done, meet me here. Maybe then I'll share something more.
A face I don't know, that's rare. Counting the years, naming the dead. Stones remember what we forget. Births, deaths, oaths taken, oaths broken. The things that matter more than whoever shouted. Parchment rots, ink fades. Stone stays where you leave it. Nothing is ever truly gone. You can chisel out a name, but the scar stays. Sometimes... Maybe, but carving is no small thing. Be careful of what you ask to leave behind. Oaths cost more than stone. Be sure before you bind yourself. What oath do you swear? Then the stone will remember that you did not turn away. Not all names need carving. You picked a damned bad time to show your face here. Outsiders in the village are rarely good news. But now, after what happened, don't you think we have enough trouble without you? Sure, that's what all outsiders say, until trouble finds them. Anyway, watch yourself. One wrong move, and you'll have more than just me to deal with. Our whole village will be... What do you want? We haven't even buried the bodies yet. And you're already... Here's some advice. It's not your business. Well then, the two of you aren't talking. I don't know you, and I'm not vouching for you. The sooner you leave the village, the better. For you, and for... Wait, hold on. There is one thing you could help me with. One of our hunters went to the cave nearby, and hasn't returned. With everything that happened here, I forgot all about him. If you want to prove yourself, fine, and don't come back empty-handed. Because someone has to stay here and keep an eye on suspicious strangers. Good. No. Sometimes we shoot them on sight, especially if they look like Camelosian spies, showing up. Find a tall rock and... Actually, never mind. No, I don't think you can. No need to linger.